Welcome back, Trekkies and Trekkers. Today I've got beans. I got Beanie Babies. I've got Bean Baby, Star Trek Beanie Babies. So, if you've never heard of Beanie Babies, then how in the hell did you find my channel? Because you've got to be like 10. Um, but in the late 90s, early 2000s, there were these dolls that became super popular. Everybody was selling them. Like McDonald's had a version, and I think Star Wars was making some. Actually, I do remember the Star Wars Beanie Babies. Well, of course, Star Trek had to get in on the game and do some Star Trek Beanie Babies. I have 5 of them. They are precious. They are so adorable. And we're gonna look at those right now. So, first up is the Mugato. Yes, the cross-eyed or wonk-eyed, blue-horned, back-spiked Mugato. I love this little tail, by the way. This is hilarious. But the reason they were called Beanie Babies is because inside is beans. Theoretically, I think it's honestly just little plastic beads. But they were made to be like old school bean-filled bean bags with animal faces attached to them. So, yes, the disturbing looking Mugato is where we're starting. So we're gonna put him right over there. And next we're gonna go with Mr. Andorian. This is, of course, the first 3 that we have are from the original series. This is based on, I think it actually says on the tag, Journey to Babel. From the episode Journey to Babel. This is it's supposed to be one of the Andorians that was on the Enterprise. Obviously not the one that tried to, or that did kill the Tellarite ambassador, because his antenna got knocked off because he wasn't really an Andorian. Obviously there's a little bit of age on this guy. He's gotten a little dirty on the face there, but it's okay. He's still blue as can be. Little bit Smurfy looking, but he's happy, I suppose, for an Andorian. But not happy was the person that the Andorian murderer tried to set up in the episode Journey to Babel, which was Sarek. This is really, of all of the Beanie Babies that I've got, and I think of all of them that they made, this is really the only one. Now, they do just kind of label him as Vulcan, I think. Yeah, it just says Vulcan. But this is very obviously the outfit that Sarek wore in Journey to Babel. So, even though it's not labeled as Sarek, you're like, that's Sarek. This is... And got the pointy eyebrows, got the pointy-ish ears? Sort of pointy ears? Yeah, we'll go with that. That's a pointy ear. Okay, he's going to go right over there. So, the next one is one that we didn't really see until Next Generation. Yeah. Which is a Targ. So, The first time we ever saw these was in Where No One Has Gone Before, in the first season of Next Gen, when Worf was thinking about his pet targ that he had had as a kid. And really what they did was they took a poor hog, a pig, and stuck some furs and spikes on its back, and they told it to stand there. And that's the targ. It wasn't a horrible design. Would have been better if they could have gotten a bigger pig. They used an awful small little runt of a pig in the episode, but I just can't get him to. We just kind of lean you right there. All right, and then finally, the last one I've got from Deep Space Nine. Or, well, he's kind of in the Next Generation uniform, but we've got a Ferengi. The uniform he's wearing is actually more like the Ferengi uniforms, which were mostly seen in Next Gen, occasionally on Deep Space Nine. So this is obviously not necessarily intended to be Quark, but it could be read that way. If you dyed the clothes, maybe you could make him look more like Quark. But I get the implication that this is supposed to be like a daemon. Of course, he doesn't have a tattoo of a rank on his head, so maybe it could be a Quark knockoff of some sort. It's Cousin Gala. We're gonna go with that. That's Cousin Gala. Looks nothing like anything he wore, but you know, it works. So that is the Star Trek Beanie Babies. They made a few more. Trying to remember what else I really think there was at least one more. But I can't remember what it was. And that is probably Q, because everybody likes to make Q. One of these days I need to actually just do a video, even though I've shown pretty much every one of my Q figures in a video. Just get them all together and do nothing but Qs. And I'll put them in a queue, and we'll just go through them one by one. If you had any of the Beanie Baby figures or dolls when you were a kid, leave a comment. Tell me which one you had. Tell me which ones I'm missing, because I'm sure there's something. And if it's a Q, definitely let me know if it was Q. That I think would be hilarious. I know that they've been making some modern sort of, they're not Beanie Babies, but kind of like Beanie Baby dolls. I saw one that looked like Captain Picard, and one that looked like Locutus, which of course is Captain Picard as a Borg. But if you've watched this whole video and you have no idea what Beanie Babies are, there was a movie came out a few months ago about Beanie Babies. I think it was called Beanies or something to that effect. I haven't watched it. I should go watch that. I might watch that tonight. Sounds like a good plan. You go watch that movie too. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Go watch that movie, then come back here and be like, that was a crap movie. You shouldn't have sent me to watch it. And I won't really apologize, but it'll happen, and we'll all move on with life, and it'll be fun. So I'll see you next time.
If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Also, you can support the show by signing up on Patreon, or head over to Zazzle to pick up prints of my artwork, prints on canvas, t-shirts, and other merch. You can find me on social media. For more information and updates on the channel, all info is below. If you didn't enjoy the video, why are you still here? Do you want a song? Ba ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, them, 3 bags full. One for the master, who can screw himself. You can listen to somebody else.